Well, Amy and I and Steve are heading back to Ontario. Now, long day, obviously. We were marooned in the Hotel Cadillac overnight in Cincinnati, the flat tire. Must say, it's the first time that's happened to me. Got to Macedonia this afternoon. All of us had a nap. Had a couple-hour nap. Went and raced tonight. We had 3 horses in tonight. We had Yes, Path of Totality, and High Gear, No Fear. Yes jogged 53-1, equaled his lifetime mark, and looked very, very strong doing it. He just feels awesome right now, this horse. I'm not really sure what went on with him last week. You know, a couple of our clients had emailed me and said, hey, he just didn't look the same last week. And you're right, I didn't think he looked the same either. But we all have off weeks, and I don't really know what went on with Yes last week. I wasn't here. I don't know, but I know Jason and Lauren and everybody at the barn had him ready to go tonight. He was awesome. Now, anytime you can scoot him to the front, control the half, and have no takers until halfway down the backstretch, that's when first time he heard anybody coming. He's going to swell up and he's going to go a big mile. And just so pleased with how he looks. He's staying good. He's staying strong and durable. I raced High Gear, No Fear after that. Now, this isn't a horse that you can have the trailing post, you know, get away 6th, 7 lengths back at the quarter, be third over coming to the half, then cover stalls, and you get flushed out 3 and 4 wide. You know, misses all as they're going a better back half. The horse that was parked, Ryan Stahl's horse, was really mostly just a roadblock. I really almost didn't move him, and I said, what are you doing? You got to get this horse going. I mean, I don't know, to be honest. I've never driven High Gear, No Fear until tonight, but a very polite horse and did his work very well. Just not his trip. You could tell he really just didn't feel in attack mode at any point in the mile. Didn't do anything wrong. Never offered to make a break. Was very sensible and good in that regard. But, as I said, not his trip. So get him on the gate next week, get him up in the action, and then I think we'll see the horse that we purchased. Either that or Steve screwed us, one or the other. But no, I think he'll be just fine. I really like him. Very polite horse to do anything with, and whoever broke him and trained him down, would you say? Shetland.
Danny Shetland.
And he did a great job, because he is a very nice horse to drive. I'll tell you that. Path of Totality, you know, quite frankly, those of you who follow Path or my partners on Path, you know, she just wasn't herself tonight. She went out in the track. She didn't seem any more sore than she's been. She's never had great nights. It's been a while since Path was 100%. But it wasn't that she didn't feel, it wasn't that she was any lamer or sore tonight. She just didn't feel comfortable on the track. So I'm curious if maybe she didn't tie up a little bit this week at some point. Jason's going to draw her blood tomorrow and see what it says. But something was going on. I think it was just a little more than the normal issues that Path of Totality goes through. So we will get to the bottom of it and have her back in and go in the proper class. Because tonight was a little tough for her, and it was asking a lot. Also, we have the emails going out tonight. What's wrong? Just put the shipping, and if it's wrong, you can get. We have her.
Say yes then.
Yeah, we're all shipping. If they say we're not, then fine. We have our vaccination cards. We have our tests. Who gives a shit?
Okay.
You know, if they want to say, yeah, you're not shipping, okay, well, what's in the back?
I'm going to put my passport, my Nexus card in
I don't know. I'd put your Nexus card in. So we're on our way to the border, obviously, and we have to do the Arrive Can apps now because all 3 of us are in the car. We are shipping the truck. I assume we're considered shippers, but it really doesn't matter. We all have our PCR test. We all have our negative test within 72 hours and our vaccination card. So it doesn't matter what you want to call us. If you want to say, hey, you're not shippers, okay, fine. Here's our stuff. No big deal. So leaving the sale, I had a ton of people asking me, okay, Anthony, what about the partnerships? Have you finished them? Yes, I did. There's still some maneuvering to do, and I don't want to get into why just yet. Oh, Kelly sent it all out?
Yeah.
Oh, well, perfect. Kelly sent it out and explained it. That's fantastic. If you guys have any questions, specific questions, please reach out to me on a one-on-one basis. I'll be happy to tell you exactly how I arrived at what I did, why I did it. I think it was pretty self-explanatory. I think everybody's partnership, both the 50, the 200, and the top expensive horse one that ended up being 2 horses, is the way it is. Now, I did have some people that had expressed that maybe they didn't want alarm detector sister up in that bracket. And I'll be quite frank to everybody, there won't be any problems selling your shares in the alarm detector sister. Of that, I can guarantee you. So you don't have to worry about it. It just at the time made sense to me. Anytime I try to do what's fair for everyone and best for everyone, there's going to inevitably be somebody that says, no, I don't agree. I get that, and I'm responsible to make sure we do the best we can. Shh. Shh. I'm responsible to make sure that I do the best I can. Not everyone's going to agree, but I can assure you it was all based on what I thought was the best way forward for everybody. I'll be completely upfront with everybody. That top bracket, those people that put all that money up front to buy that expensive horse, I thought it was only fair that they got a crack at alarm detector sister. And it was pointed out to me by other people that, well, it never said in there you'd have any more than one horse. Let me be as clear as I can. I still am the guy who makes the decisions at the stable.ca, and we are trying to fine-tune both the literature and the way we go about purchasing horses this year. It is a little bit different, not completely different. You guys are going to see a number of shares come up for sale on the market, both stable.ca and private market, when everything shakes down and is done here from Lexington. I will ask you this. I will want to work hard over the next 2-3 weeks to make sure we get every share sold out. I'll make you one promise. You help me sell out all those shares and all the horses that we have. There's not tons left, I guess, but there's some. And then we can sit down together and plan a path forward for Harrisburg together. We know what worked in Ohio. We know what maybe didn't work in Ohio. We know what did and did not work with the buckets in Ontario and the partnerships in Lexington. I think if you look at all the data, everything that came in, the pros, the cons, what worked and didn't work, I think there's a path forward for all of us that keeps everybody happy for Harrisburg. So, and listen, quite frankly, don't hesitate. Please don't hesitate to send me an email and say, you know what, Anthony, I think I'm there. I think that's enough for me this year. It is every bit as important to know that maybe our clients don't want to go to Harrisburg, or maybe they've got what they want for the year 2021 and beyond, and that's perfectly fine too. We have upwards of 42 babies in the barn right now, and Harrisburg is just another sale. It's important to me. It's important to everybody, but quite frankly, if I didn't acquire one more yearling, which is impossible, but if I didn't, I think given what we have right now in our inventory, so to speak, in our stable in Ontario, I'm a very happy man. You guys have allowed me to do something that I and most every trainer, keep in mind, not many trainers can go to the sales, buy the horses they want, and speak openly and freely to their clients about them throughout the year. And I just feel very lucky and very blessed that we were allowed to do that. So for me, it's for Steve, because poor Steve could have flown home yesterday. Instead, he got to stay in the Cadillac and then come to Northfield and get home at 4 o'clock in the morning. So for Steve, it was a good supper though, wasn't it?
It was good.
Hit it out of the park all week, didn't I?
You did.
I should tell everybody, I had a absolutely great. Want to go to Lexington? We got the spots, and I get them all for Harrisburg too. Don't worry, got it all written out. I got it all mapped out. So if we do, and I assume we will, end up going to Harrisburg in one way or another, for one thing or another, please feel free. If you're in the area, if you want to go to Harrisburg, if you want to have some fun, come to the sale with us. We know where all the good restaurants are. So I will talk to everybody very soon. As I said, very pumped about Yes tonight. Path of Totality threw in a stinker. I didn't help her by putting her in that class. We got to get her in the right class and get her in the right place. I think she'll be fine. Again, she's on the clock, right? She is going to be bred this winter, and I'm not going to just race her and race her and race her and race her. We can't find a competitive place to race for them. It's a different conversation. But at the end of the day, I like the filly. I'd love to say she made $500,000. She didn't. But I hope, I want to believe that she can make it up at the other end as a broodmare, because she is one tough, very, very lovable mare. And then, of course, High Gear, No Fear. Second start. He made a break last week. He trotted tonight. I just don't think that was his trip, but I can assure you, from what I felt in him, going to be a good horse for us. Very, very polite, very nice horse to drive. We'll be back at it next week with him. So with that, we have a 4-hour drive ahead of us. We will all be arriving in Canada shortly after 4 a.m. Unload Rose Run Why Not. She's coming home with us. She's entered Indigo Thursday at Mohawk. I think if we get 2 or 3 starts into this mare here, this filly, she might come alive. I think the bigger track will pick her up.
She's a big mare.
What's that?
She's a big mare.
Yeah, she is. And she's racing at the fairs. And, you know, at the Meadows or Mohawk, those were the 2 places. And we have so many fillies right now at the Meadows. It just made more sense to bring her home. I think she could be a decent mare for us, filly and mare for us all fall and winter long. Keep in mind, this is a very light raced filly, so we're not looking in any time frame of giving her a rest. I think from here on in, get her on a regular schedule. I hope it's Mohawk. I hope she can do. We'll see. You'll see her race Thursday night, hopefully, at Mohawk. So I'll talk to you all very, very soon. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you're enjoying the videos that we sent out. Any questions, drop me a line. Obviously, I won't be able to get back to you tonight, but I'll get back to you very soon. Take care.